Welcome back to Dark Points, everybody. This is another special video game episode. I am exploring the games that I have played on the PlayStation Plus Extra tier, which is the second tier where you get all the modern games. The premium is the old school games. I showed you some footage of me and my daughter playing Stray. That is one of the games featured in the collection. Great game. But we're not going to talk about that. And also, I showed a bit of Shadow Warrior. That was Shadow Warrior 2 was the first game I played on the extra tier. And then, of course, Shadow Warrior 3. And I don't know why this one left PS Extra so quickly. It kind of sucked, but I was able to beat it in time. And then I'm currently playing the Spider-Man DLC because I never got a chance to get that version of the game. So that's on PlayStation Extra as well. But it is not part of our list. We're going to start off with Miles Morales. Yes, just as good, honestly, as the other full Spider-Man. It's definitely shorter. You can play through it in a couple of days if you really dedicate yourself. But wonderful to look at. Beautiful to play. There's some frustrating parts, and again, the combat is tricky. It's definitely not a game for little kids or anything, and I honestly had to turn down the difficulty setting to I think friendly in order to get through some of these harder later areas of the game. But overall, if you just sink the time into it and learn the fights, learn the techniques. Well, it's still overwhelming, but you're able to get over it. Okay, moving on to Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh man, I was so excited to see this, and this is probably the whole reason that and Shadow Warrior 2 and 3 was the whole reason I picked up the PS Plus Extra or whatever you call it, PlayStation Extra tier. This game is so good. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. It's got a little bit. It's all over the place as far as what. It's hard to describe exactly what it is, but you can see it here. It's you gotta use your team, and you gotta use teamwork in order to overcome the many people attacking you. You can't just run and gun. It is strategic in a way, and you have to use all their superpowers and stuff. And it has a Mass Effect kind of feel to it too, and you can talk to your characters and stuff like that. It's great. Play it. Mortal Kombat 11. This one I downloaded just, I don't know why. I just wanted to play like a 2-hour game, something easy like a watchable movie. 6 or 8 hours later, I was finishing the game. I played it all in one night, and I think I did play it on easy, but I would say this is probably the best of the best, and I was shocked. Oh, here we go. Fight! Yeah. But I was shocked, speaking of shocking, I was shocked at how good it was, and it's probably the best Mortal Kombat game, period. So if you got the PS PlayStation Extra tier, just put this in one night and just play through it. And if you want to play it on easy or whatever, that's fine. I enjoy these things like a watchable movie, just like I did with Injustice 1 and 2, and of course Mortal Kombat X. But this is probably the best of the best. The story, I cannot emphasize, the story is so good, and yeah, good job, guys. You really knocked it out of the park on this one. Mortal Kombat 11. Amazing. Alright, now we're going to talk about Mud Runner. Mud Runner. I decided to try it out, and yeah. And it's a simulation. It's not like a mud racing game or something fun like that. It's the simulation of truck driving through mud. And so you perpetually get stuck in the mud. And then you have to use rigging or winches to get yourself out of the mud. It's Frustration the Game. They should have just named it that. Frustration the Game. And then the menu system is just really not user-friendly. Like here I'm pressing X to move forward through the menus, and it keeps sending me from one back to the other. The buttons they use for all the different menus are bleh. Alright, moving on to something better. Tetris Effect connected? Yeah, it's Tetris, and I own Tetraminos, so I was kind of like, oh, what's the point of getting Tetris connected? But Chris kind of praised it very highly, and it's just beautiful, and the music's fantastic, and once I saw it was free to play on there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. However, I did get to this level, the hula level, or whatever it's called, and I can't get past it. I'm one of those people who freezes up under pressure when it comes to, like, Tetris, and as this level speeds up, I just choke. But it's great, and the music's great, and just a fantastic time. Even if you own Tetraminos, this is totally worth it. If you have the tier, just get it. Lawn Mowing Simulator. Now, this one was downloaded upon the insistence of my daughter Charlie when I showed her the PlayStation Extra tier. She looked through all the games, and this is the one she wanted to download. And I think she played it for 15 minutes and quit. Now, if you've ever played Bully, in the game, the old school game Bully, they have lawn mowing missions, and I think you have to do quite a few of them in order to get the platinum, and I did, but yeah, I don't need any more of that. This is the game. There you go. Alright. My time at Porsche. I heard people raving about this game, and then other people don't seem to know what the heck it is. It's kind of a crafty game. You go around and you pick up resources, and then you build, and you have to build all your crafting furniture and devices as well. It's really deep, and kind of a tall mountain to climb when you first get into the game. You kind of just want to run around and enjoy yourself, and there's a beautiful open world to do that in. But the point of the game is crafting stuff for the most part, and then there's little storylines and goals you have to do. But I started playing this game on a daily basis. I would just check in every day and just do one thing. And it became like a life simulator for me for a while. But then, you get to a certain point with these games, because I'm sure in some way it ends, and there is some plot. But after a couple weeks of playing this life simulator kind of gathering thing, I was kind of like, okay, I'm good. But, man, it's charming. Okay. Raiden 5. And, this was another one I just downloaded because it was there, and I was like, oh, I remember Raiden. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's still Raiden. It looks better than the old Raidens, and it's fast. And I like all the stuff on the side, but I wish, if you're gonna do, a modern, like, PS4 era Raiden game, why not have some more texture to it? Like, there was this game on the Dreamscape, I don't remember what it's called, but you could zoom in and out on your ship, and you could rise through different levels. It was a top-down, but it was fantastic, and I can't remember what it's called, but do something like that. If you're going to do an old shooter, add a little pizzazz. Alright, now moving on to Steep. Steep is free to play on PS Extra. It is not Riders Republic, but it's the same people who made it. It's a snowboarding game. It is not like SSX Tricky. It's more probably along the lines of like what Skate is compared to Tony Hawk. Real natural movement, real simple and fun to control. I got really addicted to this game and played it for a couple of weeks. But unfortunately, just like my time at Porsche, there's only so many levels you can do of snowboarding, and I love the snowboarding. But then they have all these other levels that are you fly, as you see here, and then there's a couple other things that I can't remember, but especially the flying parts, and that you have a little jetpack too. But all those levels are extremely challenging. Dead, and yeah, so I loved the snowboarding, but the rest was good, but worth it. Check it out. All right, and some honorable mentions. First of all, Control is on the PS Extra tier, as well as Horizon Zero Dawn, which is an obvious win. Go get it. Get it, get it. And Yakuza 0. If you haven't tried that, this is free. So, might as well check it out. So there you go. That's the whole list. Thank you for watching. Good night. Dork points fully earned. All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.